Hello and welcome back to the Monkeycast podcast. I'm your host Ethan, and with me is my co-host Tomas. Aaron had
Hi.
something to do today, so how are you doing,
So,
Tomas?
I'm good. I'm good. So, what are we talking about today? I believe
Uh,
SDG 3, health
yeah,
and well-being, basically.
that's right. That's what we're talking about.
So, I guess we can start with us as students, like um mental health of students. Why not? Let's start with there. Um,
Yeah,
Considering we have like some exams and tests coming up, this can get very stressful for students, as like if you're listening to this and you're a student, you know, having to revise and prepare and um console yourself and all that. But what can we
yeah.
do
Um,
to
and
ensure good or what were you gonna say?
uh, yeah. I mean, before before that was already stressful enough, right? But now,
Yeah,
now with this whole pandemic
online
thing,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's even at least to me, I just think it's a little more stressful because like uh it 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 becomes hard for me to manage my time properly because it's like oh it's
Mm,
also a lack of motivation because it's like oh why should I do this, you know, because
um
we're just
yeah,
at home.
because we're not in school and there's not really an incentive to um
Yeah,
so how can we um sort of combat this, I guess, mental. We can. Well, for one thing, organizing, like, maybe connecting with friends is definitely an important, or just connecting with anyone is definitely an important part of keeping good mental health. But in the
yeah,
case of students and studying, maybe connecting with peers to study or revise, like study groups and stuff, might help
yeah,
a
together.
little. Or just taking some time off, of course, if you've only if you've done all of your work,
Yeah,
but taking some time off to relax, maybe play a game. Although
do
I
your
feel like
hobbies.
you've been, although I feel like we've, although I feel like people have been playing too many games, even in class after while staying inside. But still, playing
That's
a game can help.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's easy to get distracted when we're in class. That's another part of
Yeah.
the motivation thing. Like, why should I pay
Mm.
attention? Uh,
Well, yeah. I guess I'm not sure because you have to remember this is supposed to be cool, and this stuff does count towards your grades and stuff, but I guess it's not really motivation enough, even the classroom. Um, what- um, what's this? Being in a classroom with a teacher, sort of watching you, sort of keeps you on track, and yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Uh, Set a schedule. That's another important thing.
yeah,
Cause, like I
setting
was saying earlier,
schedules
it's
are,
easy to lose track of time and to lose, you know.
yeah, schedules, and make sure you have a way of sticking to that schedule. Uh, Maybe it depends on the person, but yeah, student mental health matters because, well, if you're a student and you're studying, and like even if you have good grades and stuff, even if you're not doing so well mentally, that can influence your future and your life in a lot of ways. Of course, like depression and anxiety, but we're not mental health experts, so don't
Yeah.
come to us on this. But anyway, next,
Also, this doesn't just apply to
yes,
students. Also, it can apply
yeah,
to people working. You know,
yeah,
same problems,
uh,
but not as much for the motivation. I mean, it still
hmm,
happens a lot, but I feel like for some people it might not happen as severely because the motivators to make a living and to support yourself and your family, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. So,
Um.
not.
Now, on the topic of well-being in general, um, what can we do to ensure good well-being, just not just for students, but for all people? Well, we can like exercise, get exercise, which
Yeah,
is
the
kind of
physical
hard
health
depending on
aspect.
where you're in. Kind of hard depending on where you live or where what restrictions are like. But exercise definitely. Um, I guess sleep as well, and of course nutrition, social connection, and um,
Yeah, it's better to eat well instead of just ordering fast food or whatever.
um,
Uh,
one moment.
so, yeah, exercise, even if you're at home,
Might have to
just
leave this
take.
again another time because I have to go right now.
Oh,
Okay, I'll
okay,
wrap.
bye. Uh, uh, but yeah, like exercise, even it relates back to having the schedule, right? Even if, even if you can't really go outside or anything, just like taking a little bit of your day to try to stay healthy, it can go a long way. It could extend your life, cut down on disease or the chance of getting diseases. Yeah, and yeah, like we said, eating food, healthy food, instead of just ordering McDonald's every day. I mean, you can still do that, because we're stuck at home and stuff. But like, uh, yeah, you can order other things like salads or something. Yeah, and you could also cook your own food, and that can link to another thing that could help for people who might not be struggling mentally, but like are just bored. Learn a new hobby. I mean, this could also help people struggling mentally, but yeah, learn a new hobby. You know, if you don't have anything to do and you're stuck at home, just like turn that into something productive and something that you'll enjoy, right? Learn a new instrument, learn how to cook, learn I don't know, drawing, yeah, that kind of thing. And yeah, so I just want yeah, and we're just trying to spread awareness, kinda, about how people are struggling, even though a lot of people know, you know. Okay, and I'm gonna, I'll take this time to talk about the Sustainable Development Goals again. Yeah, we were covering the third one, so yeah, do the things we said, and yeah, okay, this was kind of a short episode, but that's because they weren't available. And well, this concludes episode 6 of the Monkeycast. Thank you for listening. Uh Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitch. Those are our two main platforms. And yeah, see you next time.